What a $50,000 watch buyer actually cares about. We're going to explore this, and that price point is very different from many other price points below it. Most people think a $50,000 watch buyer is obsessed with the watch. And as a dealer for nearly a decade, I'm going to tell you that that's not true. They're not. By the time someone is spending that kind of money, the watch itself is usually a second decision, not the first. The first decision is who they're buying it from. At this level, people aren't browsing, they're selecting. They want to be discreet. Maybe they want clarity, someone that can educate them, and someone who understands the market well enough to say, hey, this purchase makes sense, or more importantly, don't buy this. Don't buy this one. Because the watch matters, but the relationship behind the transaction matters more to someone spending $50,000 or more. The interesting thing about this price point, there is no negotiation. Normally they say wire sent, no hemming and hawing. They have the money and they just send it. They don't talk about how much the money means to them. They just send the wire. The next thing a $50,000 buyer cares about is risk control. Authenticity. Is it authentic? That's the baseline. What they're really evaluating is the downside, getting burnt. They want to understand market positioning, condition, how exposed they are if circumstances change, not because they plan to sell, but because a thoughtful buyer wants to know their options. No one at this level wants to feel rushed, and no one wants surprises 6 months later. Right behind that is ownership experience. Serious buyers ask questions most people never think about. Has this been serviced? Where does it go for service? What does the ownership look like 5-10 years from now? And of course, we don't have crystal balls, but we can help them understand what the next decade looks like when it comes to ownership, because a lot of these buyers also pass down these watches to their children. A watch at this price isn't disposable. It's something you commit to maintaining properly. And the quality of that experience matters just as much as the watch does itself. Only after those things are clear does the conversation usually move to the actual watch. And when it does, the priority isn't about being flashy. It's recognition without noise. Most $50,000 buyers don't want attention from everyone in the room. They want recognition from the few people who understand what they're looking at. That's why white gold, steel, neutral dials, and things that fly a little under the radar dominate at this level. It's not about hiding wealth. It's about not needing to announce your wealth. When it comes to wearability, by the time someone is spending this kind of money, they usually own multiple watches already and have options. This one has to earn its wrist time in the rotation. Thickness matters, balance matters, weight matters, how it fits under cufflinks. A watch can be technically impressive and still fail at its uncomfortability to live with and wear, which is the most important part. This is where many buyers change their minds once they handle a nice piece in person. This is very common with our buyers too, very common. Interestingly, price usually comes last, not because it doesn't matter, but because once everything else is solved, the numbers justify themselves. It's a very different mindset from entry-level buying. This is exactly why our role looks the way it does as full-service white glove dealers. We're involved in the buying, the selling, the trading, the sourcing, consigning, the servicing every single day. That gives us a full picture of what ownership actually looks like after the sale. Which watches stay in collections, which get upgraded, and which quietly are moved on from. That perspective is what serious buyers care about. So if you're operating at or moving into that $50,000 range, the real question isn't, what watch should I buy? The real question is, who do I trust to guide me through this decision? And once that's clear, the right watch usually becomes obvious. Again, my name is Chris with Warrior Time, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.